Hello, everyone, and welcome. Now, I'm going to be working with the simple stories again today. I made a few cards yesterday with it, but I didn't touch these tags, and I really want to work with these tags. I've picked out two of them, that butterfly one, and then the You Make Me Smile that I want to work with. And I'm just going to cut these apart so that I can use them. And you can cut them in 3 strips and be able to get front and back, so you can just piecemeal which ones you want to use. And so I'm going to be trimming out this butterfly one that kind of looks like it's laying on, I don't know, book pages or newspaper or whatever. And I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to also cut out this one that says You Make Me Smile. I saw that and I just thought that was so cute and it just made me happy. And I thought I need to work with this tag as well. You can see I've got a little bingo card tag right next to it. Lots and lots of fun stuff with this collection, and it's relatively inexpensive. If you just get the 12 by 12 paper pack, you'll get some, cut aparts and different stuff. But I'm going to use the scraps from the cards that I made the day before. I cut that set of 15 out of this, and I'm going to create my KCC 15 for March. And so I had these scrap pieces and I thought I'd just pull them in and use them. And I'm kind of arranging them here how I want to put them together. I'm thinking the brown and the pink will look good with the butterfly, and then the mustard and the green floral will look good with the You Make Me Smile. So I'm going to bring in some card bases. These are going to be top folding cards, so I'm going to score them at 5.5. And we'll get our card bases ready. I've been doing the KCC 15 sets, and when you do that, you just run through card bases so quickly. I just buy Hammermill 110-pound cardstock, and then I just cut it myself and score all of my card bases. I know you can buy them, already prepared and get the coordinating envelopes, but I don't do that. I buy a case of Hammermill at a time, and then I just have it on hand so that it's available for everything I use. So I'm going to take this brown piece here, and I'm actually going to cut it down to an A2 size panel, and then we'll cut it down even further because I'll decide to have a border on my around my patterned paper. Now what I did was I turned it around to see which side I wanted to salvage, and so I'm cutting from the other side. Had a little bit of glue on my trimmer plate there, and I had to wipe it up. I couldn't get it slid underneath there, so I need to kind of clean up my my tools. Every once in a while I have a tool cleaning day, and I think it's about time to do that again, where I need to clean my cutter and my tweezers and just all the things and get them all cleaned up and ready to go. So I've got some strips there. We'll just lay them aside. I'm going to use this brown plaid paper as my base layer, and we'll just have a nice little white edge around it. So we'll get this laid down on there, and then we'll bring in some other pieces. And this didn't look straight at the bottom, so I'm going to line it up. I'm going to use a line on there. Sometimes, I don't know, I lay it up against the top of that trimmer, and sometimes it just doesn't get right. It's better off if I use a line. Not sure why you think that edge would be straight on there, but I don't know. Probably user error would be my guess. Now I think I'm going to cut this one down to 3 3/4 by 5 so that we'll have some of that brown peeking out around there. And we'll just get it trimmed down, and this is going to be our other layer. These are going to be very simple cards, but in which you're just layering panels, but I think they turn out really pretty. And this particular panel's got that little leaf, part of that leaf on there, and I'm fine with it. I think it adds some interest to it. I'm just going to bring in a simple hole punch and just punch through that. And I'll grab my other tag and punch it as well. And then we'll be able to add some ribbon to these tags since I punched the hole in it. So I'm thinking about what else I might want to add to this. And I'm going to actually grab some vellum. And to keep it simple, I'm just going to stick my tag down on this vellum. I flipped it because it was curled a little bit. And I'm just going to get a nice edge on 2 sides. And then I'll take my scissors and just add trim out a tag that we can layer this with. And these Tim Holtz scissors are great for cutting a straight line. So I'm just going to have a nice little vellum border around my tag, and it'll just kind of soften it a little bit. And I'll punch through it as well. So really all you need is this paper pad and some card bases, and you can put together some quick, easy, gorgeous cards. The colors and everything in it are just so fantastic. I had to pause for a minute. I had a bunch of messages coming in on my Instagram, and I'm like, what in the world did I post? Today, we actually had the post about the Love from Lizzie team, and that's what's popping up. I had forgotten. I scheduled it in advance and then kind of forgot about it. That's one thing nice about being able to schedule the Instagram. You can just schedule it and forget about it, and then it'll appear when it's supposed to appear. So I'm going to, it's hard to decide. Look at this, the patterns on the back of this. It is just so hard to decide which patterns to use because both sides of the paper are just so fantastic. And I'm going to get my little tag with my vellum laid down on here. I'm going to bring in some ribbon and add a bow to the tag as well. Now I forgot, I wanted to use this border, this brown. I think I'll just kind of tie our tag and our pink and our background panel down there. So I'm just going to lay it down. And we'll just cut it off at the top, and then we'll stick it back down on our sticker sheet so that we can save that for later, because we probably could get one or two if you laid it on the 4 1/4 side borders. We can use that maybe once or twice more. Now I'm going to bring in my ribbon, and I've just got this kind of gold ribbon here that I'm going to use. This is some ribbon. My son-in-law and his friend had gone to an auction or something, and they had a bag full of crafty goodies, and he saw that and thought, oh, I'm going to pick that up for my mother-in-law, and he brought that, and it had a bunch of tags in it, and then this ribbon and some other things, and I thought that was cute that he'd thought of me. Anyway, but I use this ribbon quite a bit on my channel because I got quite a bit of it in that little box that he picked up. And I'm just going to fuss with the bow and try to get it how I want it. And then we'll get it laid down on our card. And I think it's going to make for a cute card. Just going to trim it down a little bit more so it doesn't hang off the edge of my card. And then we'll bring in some foam tape. We're just going to pop it up. I will link the materials in the description box below so that you can check it out if you're interested in this simple storage vintage floral 12 by 12 pack. There are several other wonderful pieces that go with this collection. I'm just working with this, but I will link some stuff in the description box so you can check it out. And here's my sticker. I'm going to bring in my sentiment here and get it laid down on here. And I'm bringing the brown back in, and I think it looks very, very pretty. And this strip says "Believe in Yourself," which I think makes a great card. You could use it for just about anything. I'm grabbing some more stickers. I've got a little heart that kind of has that scripted, kind of book page look to it, and I laid it down on there. And then this little strip that I cut off of the bottom of the paper, I'm going to just lay it down on the inside, and we'll add some interest to the inside of the card as well. And this is a note card you could use for just about anything. I think it's really pretty. The colors really go well together. Now we're going to make a second one with that "You Make Me Smile" tag, and I've got my pieces of pattern paper here. It's going to be very similar in the way that we lay it all together. And I'll just get it trimmed down. So we have, as you know from my videos, we have just had sickness running through the family, and it has been a struggle. We'll have like fever-free days, and then the fever will come back, and it's just been wild and crazy, and we've all been stuffy and sneezy, and I don't know. We're like the 7 dwarfs, I think. So trying to get these voiceovers has been a challenge. I did a voiceover on this video already, and I uploaded it, and I listened to it, and it was just, It needed to be redone. There were too many starts and stops and too many different sounds and too much froggy, stuffy sniffiness. And I don't know if this one's going to be any better, but I'm going for it. And I'm just going to reload the video. I'll delete the other one, and hopefully this one will be better and not quite so froggy and sniffy and stuffy. I love the beautiful pattern paper, and I think the tag looks good on it. For this one, I'm actually going to bring in another tag. I thought it'd be fun to layer some tags, and I want to bring some more of that mustard in. So there's a mustard tag here that is plain that has a floral piece on the top of it. I'm just going to cut it out, and we'll layer this up. Just snip off the corners. And I'll fiddle trying to decide how I want to lay this down. I even contemplate maybe cutting the floral part off at the top of that and laying it on the other one, but I'll just kind of fiddle around with it a little bit and figure out how we want to get it laid down on here. So we'll get our second layer on there. And this is just so pretty. And these are relatively flat cards. I did pop up the tag on the other one, but there's not much dimension here, so they'll be easy to mail. And again, this You Make Me Smile could be a card for anything. I think I wind up putting a thank you sentiment on the inside of it. Look at this one. The tag on the other side has the boot and an area that you could write. I will wind up just kind of offsetting these and laying them down on there after I fidget with it quite a bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there and just get them attached. And I'm lining the holes up so that I can run my ribbon through there, and we'll create a bow on this one as well. And we'll just tie a quick bow, and I'll fiddle around with it until I get it how I want it, and we'll get it laid down on here. And I'll twist it around and try to get it to lay down. It takes a minute. You kind of have to work these. If I was a perfectionist, I'd get my little iron out and iron them down to where they'd lay right, but I'm not. So I'm just going to trim it up, and we'll get it laid down on our card base. And we've got a sweet little card that says You Make Me Smile. And we've got sunshine on the back of this tag. So again, it's hard to choose what to use and what to cover up. We'll just get it laid down on there. We're going to pop it up. It's fraying a little bit, so I just clipped it off. Now I'm going to go back to my stickers and see if there's something else I want to add. It had a floral piece that I thought matched the pattern paper below, so I'm going to lay that on there, and we'll just add a little flower to it. And then I've got some more of the strips here, and I thought I'd just put it on the inside. Again, just like we did our first card. I'm going to put this one at the top, though, and this is where I'm going to bring in another one of those stickers, and the outside says You Make Me Smile. And so the tag I'm going to put, the sticker I'm going to put down on there, it says, and so thank you. And it'll be a thank you card. It says so thanks. And I think that's fun. So I think this is a good use of the tags and the Simple Story collection. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.